In the cool of the evening, two angels arrived at the ancient city gates, welcomed by Lot. As he greeted them, humility and respect clothed him. Bowing deeply before his guests, he offered them shelter within his home, suggesting comfort and rest after their journey. Despite their initial hesitation, Lot's insistence swayed the angels to accept his hospitality. Inside, Lot prepared a modest feast with unleavened bread, setting a table of fellowship. The night grew deeper as they shared the simple meal, bonding over shared stories. Yet, outside the city's men gathered, their intentions harsh against the strangers. They demanded from Lot, the newcomers, a request marked by dark desires. Lot stood at his door, the night air tense, as he faced the crowd with courage. He pleaded with them, offering a grave compromise to protect his guests. Despite his appeal to their better nature, they rebuffed him, threatening with greater malice. The mob pressed closer, their fury nearly breaking through the door. At the peak of the crisis, divine intervention shattered the hostility. The angels acted swiftly. They pulled Lot back to safety, sealing the door against the looming threat. A miraculous blindness befell the aggressors, confounding their efforts to find the entry. Inside, the angels delivered a dire message of impending doom. The warning was clear. Lot must gather his family and flee the city of sin. Urgency gripped his heart as he sought his sons-in-law, his voice urgent with warning. Unbelieving of the looming disaster, they dismissed his pleas as jest. Morning inched closer, and the angels pressed Lot to hurry his departure. With sunrise nearing, the angels took decisive action to ensure the family's escape. They grasped the hands of Lot and his family, leading them away from doom. Outside the city's bounds, they warned not to look back, stressing the peril. Yet hesitation lingered in Lot's steps, a man torn between past and future. Lot pleaded for a lesser refuge, a smaller city nearby, to find solace. Acknowledging his plea, the angels granted him this mercy, sparing the city called Zoar. As Lot entered the small sanctuary, a terrible fate befell Sodom and Gomorrah. Divine fire rained down, wiping clean the land of its sin. While the cities burned, Lot's wife turned back, a fatal glance that sealed her fate. Transformed into a pillar of salt, her last act was one of disobedience. Meanwhile, Abraham witnessed the devastation from afar, the smoke billowing like dark pillars. Remembered by God, Lot survived the divine wrath through righteousness. Fearing the small city's safety, Lot retreated to the mountains with his daughters. In the seclusion of a cave, they faced a world drastically changed. Driven by a desire to preserve their lineage, a controversial plan was formed. The nights that followed were marked by desperate decisions under the influence of wine. As time passed within their mountain hideaway, the daughters of Lot took matters into their hands. Each night they enacted their plan unbeknownst to their father, driven by survival. Through these actions, two nations were unknowingly founded, leaving a complex legacy. Thus, Moab and Ben-Ami were born, ancestors to many.